guys, it's Allie here from Evolve and Succeed, and I am hyper as hell on caffeine. Hey Marissa, if I am shaking, it is because I've had 3 coffees and feel like a freaking hummingbird. So caffeinated! But the reason why I'm so caffeinated is because hey Hannah, I am pretty excited. There's a couple of awesome things going on. Hey Stephanie, hey Jennifer. Hello guys! Make sure to introduce yourself if we haven't met before. I know Marissa, I know Hannah, Stephanie of course, Jennifer of course, Blue Stockings, you've been in here before, but for some reason, oh right, sorry, Gina. So much caffeine from the shaking. So totally introduce yourselves in there. Hello, hello, Mariah, hello. Why thank you Gina, that is so nice of you to say. I am shaking with caffeine and excitement because 2 things are happening that I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about, of course, we're still doing the Evolve View Scope featured viewer, where if you heart it up, you totally get the featured viewer shout out on Twitter. If I'm talking really fast, it's because, again, of the caffeine, so bear with me. So the reason I'm super caffeinated is tomorrow, the Cash Copy course comes out. Super, super excited about it. And so when I was talking about my methodology for getting 9 new, that's my name. Hey, Simona. See how caffeinated I am? Hey, Aaron. So the methodology that I've used to basically create more profit where other businesses maybe have gone extinct or haven't necessarily succeeded, or they've been capped at the same income or revenue levels for the same years. Thanks. I know. Before I was telling my boyfriend that I felt like a hummingbird and then made really ridiculous hummingbird noises. So anyways, he has to say he's pretty over it. Hey, Dimitri. You're probably a robot spam bot. Okay, so I'm super excited about it because it is basically what I'm doing. Hey, Mariah, is I've taken the methodology that I've used to create more revenue and profit. Oh God, you don't want to hear the noise. It goes, ee! And then just do that for the whole time you're in the car with your boyfriend, and he'll love it. He'll love it so much. He'll tell you to get the hell out. It's just a high-pitched whine. It's basically the sound of excitement at dog hearing levels. So I'm really, really excited, and I'm caffeinating a lot because the Cash Copy course is coming out tomorrow. Hey, Crystal. And basically how it works is that so Evolve and Succeed is why my business is, yeah, it does sound like a mosquito, you're right. I don't know how to add a more feathery sound in there. Anyways, in my first couple of months of being a business owner, I found that I needed to generate some cash pretty quickly, okay? Because I was about to start a world trip. People had talked about how it's so awesome to travel and work. They're lying. It sucks. When you're on vacation anyways, if you're traveling to a new country and staying there for a couple months, yeah, that sounds awesome. But if you're going to Rome for a week and you have to try and answer client emails with no Wi-Fi, the only feels I have are caffeinated. That's where all my emotions come from. It sucked. So I was trying to it sucks, by the way. So traveling while working is a bullshit myth. Living abroad while working is a great myth. Nate, hey, how's it going? So what I did before I left for traveling, and what I've done pretty much throughout my whole business career, is I took an idea that I had for a service offering. I've made it a limited edition because I was leaving the next week for traveling. And I tested the idea. Now, most people would take their services, put it out there for weeks or months, and then just market or try to sell it as much as possible, okay, with no success. And then they wouldn't make any money, but they would keep those services and offerings up there. That's a bad idea, okay? If they're not making money or generating clients, then there's something wrong. And a lot of the cases, it could just be your sales page isn't very effective. So that's why I included my sales page e-course into this Cash Copy course, because it's super, super important. Or it could be because your offering is not actually a good idea to be selling, and you're putting a lot of energy and effort into trying to market it and sell it when it's actually a black hole for profit. So what I've done and what I've noticed is that a lot of business owners keep making the same mistake over and over again, and that this methodology that I use and I tell my clients to use is very different from most people on the internet. So what I have done is created an awesome new course that is coming out tomorrow. You can totally sign up for the pre-sale price, which is $297 still, and it is Cash Copy course. What I've done is put all of my information when it comes to testing and seeing where the profit lies in your business, because it's a unique structure, into this course. Okay, so it's basically like your sales page plus strategy plus profit plus just everything that I can. Yeah, thanks very much, Jennifer. It's cashcopycourse.com. So it is at pre-sale prices still for the next 24 hours, so I totally recommend getting it. But this is basically what I did and how I use that idea and that methodology over and over again to test what ideas are profit makers and which ones are black holes for profit, okay? So that quickness of testing in my offerings allowed me to basically Stephanie, we'll talk about that soon, dude. I will totally email you if it's better to sign up for the course, or is it better for your situation to work one-on-one with me. I will give you an email, dude. Basically how it works is that I've totally lost my train of thought because that's what caffeine does to me. It makes me feel like I've got ADD. And I already have a short attention span, so that's fun. Basically what works is that I took this methodology and I've used it over and over again, and in that particular situation, in 72 hours, I made a limited edition service and I sold it. So I made 9 new clients and I made about $2,000, which for someone who went from being on their bare bones to 72 hours later being, flush with cash, was a really great feeling. And it made me really addicted to being my own business person because it allows you to be creative, it allows you to be experimental, it allows you to see what people want. And so a lot of that is how you market it and what you're offering, but also your sales pages. So it's basically allowing you to test to see if maybe it's not the way you're marketing yourself, but maybe it's what you're offering and how you're offering it that's actually taking big chunks out of your profit. So I've done that with multiple services and products, and I've found that it's very obvious pretty quickly which ones are the keepers and which ones are the ones you should throw away in the trash, okay? Now I've had some bad launches, a couple of them, because you get better and better at it. Yes, good idea, Erin. Exactly. So you need to do fresh offers. You need to
your hips.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's really about learning your body and learning to listen to your body, because I would still go to kickboxing, and sometimes I still do, but I pay for it, and I have to really learn how to listen to myself. And I think it's really important to modify and have a little bit of humility and learn,
like not go full force.
Yeah,
but
still do stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing, is finding the balance between not just doing nothing, because that's like when I hurt, the hardest thing, I know for other people, like it's almost easy to not do anything because you hurt, but the more you don't do anything, then you hurt more. So it's finding that in between balance of like doing things that are good for you and don't hurt you, but not doing nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right? I mean, I really have to like
That's
work
hard.
on and focusing like on the core muscles and your glutes and your hamstrings. Like those are the things that, especially as you get older, those muscles get weak.
Yeah. So core moves seem to be like and I'm going to give a little bit of a plug for my site, because I have squats are good as long as you keep them a bit. I mean, you will see I do so many squats on my website and on my YouTube page, because I feel like that's one of the number one exercises that people do wrong, and to really have, like you said, a lot of humility to learn. But core is something I put into every move that we do. We do cut cardio course, we do strength training, cardio, and core moves constantly. If you come to my website, you'll see that on grooveanywhere.com. And a lot of the reason we do that is because I learn also from people around me. Legs behind your head. I don't know that I can do that.
Like a yoga move.
Okay, so now you mentioned doing nothing. Why not? Like if you're in pain, I don't know if you guys feel like that. Do you ever feel like, well, maybe I should just rest because it's finally like I'm not hurting? So what's wrong with just not doing anything and giving your body a complete rest?
I think rest is okay. Like if you're hurting, if you're in acute pain and you really did something, I think ice is great. Heat is great.
Love
Ice pack is my friend.
and precious about your services and ideas. You just need to test to see where the most profit lies. All right. And definitely make sure to come to the webinar tomorrow. You'll see it on my Twitter feed as well. I've been promoting it and tons of people are already signed up. It's only been up for a couple of hours, so I'm pretty stoked about this. Yeah. And this is me on caffeine. Exciting, isn't it? Definitely, but let's do the heart race. I totally want to shout out to the person who's been hearting the most. It looks like whoever is a light green is winning. Is that you, Stephanie? It might be Jillian, because she's got the same colors. No, it looks like Stephanie. She's at 7:13, 7:18. Wow. Marissa and Simona, you're pretty close. If you heart during the Evolve You scope, I follow you. So if you want a little love, little follow back love, you should definitely heart it up. Yeah? All right, guys. Get in there, guys. So we're doing the heart race right now. Totally ask me questions. Again, the webinar is going to be baller, and I really wish you could be there if you can. If not, make sure to grab the cash copy course at its pre-sale price, which is available for the next 24 hours. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. It's going to be amazing. And I definitely think this is one of my best programs so far, because what happens is that I put the sales page e-course out there, and people got a lot of like selling tips and reworked their whole selling strategy just from buying the sales page e-course. But what I wanted to do is change the internet's way of thinking about offering their services and how to produce more profit. So this is my next level up in terms of evolving that sales page e-course into something more sophisticated and something that you can use in terms of strategy for your own business. So that's why I'm so excited about it, because it's basically like me downloading my brain into yours and making sure that you can make the same amount of profit through using this easy to repeat formula and equation. So I'll have different lean launching strategies in there. I keep saying fat profits and lean launching, so I don't know why I can't get over that phrase. Fat profit, lean launching, because it's really about scaling down your launching and scaling up your profits so that you have more time and that you get paid before you commit a huge amount of time into what you're making or offering. So it's super important, and I would totally recommend that you check it out at least, and that you sign up for the webinar. My cat's sitting on all the papers. It's like I printed them just for him. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's also why I'm caffeinating, because I'm really super stoked, and that makes me excited. What else? All right, we look like we have some pretty intense hearting going on here. Stephanie's got the lead with almost 1,000. Simona's in the second place with over almost 600 now. Erin's at 346. Marissa's at 450. Oh my God, this is some intense heart racing. You're making my heart race. Oh, boom, punny as hell. Feel free to ask me questions. Again, I'd love to see you at the webinar. I will have some special bonuses for cash copy course at the end. So at least stay to hear how I use this to improve my own business. I always find it interesting because it's hard to tell sometimes when you're doing well and you're not doing well. And so I always try to find ways to make new profit in my business. And it's interesting because I work with a lot of higher end coaches, and it's always fascinating to me. People who've been in business for 5+ years, I'm still outdoing them with profit, which sounds like a totally douchebag brag, but this method is going to change the way that you approach making money. So I would totally encourage it. It definitely is the way to go forward, and it'll definitely it'll probably revolutionize your business, all right, and definitely your marketing. So make sure to at least check out the free webinar tomorrow. And I'm not sure if there'll be slides or not yet, but there'll definitely be gifts if there's slides. All right, cool. So let's do the last 5 seconds of the heart race. This is intense. You guys are doing amazing. All right, Simona, you're in second. You got it. Stephanie's got almost 1,200. Simona's up there with 8. Marissa's up there with 6. All right, guys. So 5. Thank you so much for being here. 4. I'm so glad to talk to you, and thanks for jumping on with me. 3. And so hopefully we'll see you at the webinar tomorrow. Again, I've been tweeting about it a lot, so if you haven't gotten the bit.ly/9 in 72 hours in your web browser, then you can totally just find it on my Twitter feed. And 2 and 1, thank you so much. Have a great night. I know you're in the States, so it's probably night there. And I'll talk to you soon.